Imagine this hidden country nestled in the extreme heights of the Asian mountains, where the way of life differs completely from what we know. Nepal, situated in the Himalayan region of Asia, is that unique place. Bordering to the north with Tibet, an autonomous region of China, and to the south, east, and west with India, Nepal holds a special geographic location between two major nations. This strategic position, coupled with its impressive mountainous landscape, makes Nepal a highly sought-after destination for tourists, especially for climbers and trail enthusiasts. The country is dominated by the Himalayan mountain range, which harbors 8 of the world's 10 highest peaks, including Mount Everest, the tallest peak on Earth. The region is renowned for its majestic peaks, deep valleys, glaciers, and breathtaking landscapes. To the south of Nepal, the vast Terai Plain stretches out, part of the Ganges River basin, adding to the country's geographical diversity. The Terai is a region of lowlands and flatlands that starkly contrasts with the high mountains to the north of Nepal. This fertile and densely forested area is a true haven for a wide variety of wildlife, including rhinos, tigers, and elephants. Between the majestic Himalayan mountains and the plains of the Terai, there are fertile valleys and gentle hills where Nepal's major cities and villages such as Kathmandu are concentrated. Nepal is crisscrossed by numerous rivers, many of them originating in the Himalayan mountains. These rivers are vital to life in the country, providing water for irrigation, generating hydroelectric power, and facilitating transportation. Nepal's climate varies greatly depending on altitude and region. In the Terai, the climate is subtropical, with hot and humid summers and mild winters. In the mountainous areas of the Himalayas, the climate is colder and alpine, with temperatures that can drop drastically. Nepal experiences 4 well-defined seasons throughout the year: spring, summer, autumn, and winter. Despite its diversified economy, the country faces significant challenges due to its mountainous geography, lack of access to the sea, and a host of internal and external factors. Agriculture is the backbone of the Nepalese economy, employing the majority of the population and contributing substantially to the GDP. Among the main agricultural products are rice, corn, wheat, barley, potatoes, legumes, and fruits. However, dependency on weather conditions is high, and many farmers still employ traditional cultivation methods. Tourism also plays a crucial role in Nepal's economy, bringing in significant foreign exchange. Natural beauty, such as Mount Everest and other Himalayan mountains, attracts climbers, trekkers, and tourists in search of adventure and stunning landscapes. Places like the Kathmandu Valley are popular tourist spots. Additionally, many Nepalese work abroad, primarily in the Persian Gulf, Malaysia, and other Southeast Asian countries, contributing remittances that are vital to the country's economy. Remittances sent by Nepalese workers abroad are vital to the country's economy, sustaining many families and driving domestic consumption. Although Nepal's industrial sector is small and underdeveloped, there are some important industries such as textiles, processed foods, chemicals, and cement. However, the growth of this sector is hampered by a lack of adequate infrastructure, reliable energy supply, and consistent government policies. Nepal faces numerous economic challenges, including high poverty rates, unemployment, poor infrastructure, corruption, and political instability. Additionally, natural disasters such as earthquakes and floods often cause severe damage to the country's economy. To address these challenges, Nepal receives economic assistance and development aid from various countries and international organizations. This support is essential in helping the country deal with its economic hardships and promote long-term sustainable growth. India plays a crucial role as Nepal's top trading partner, both in terms of imports and exports. In 2022, trade between the two countries reached approximately $1.5 billion. India accounted for about 60% of Nepal's imports and 30% of its exports. Nepal imports a wide range of products from India, including manufactured goods, petroleum products, medicines, vehicles, and electronics. On the other hand, Nepal mainly exports agricultural products to India, such as tea, spices, medicinal herbs, and livestock. In addition to being the largest trading partner, India is also the main foreign direct investor in Nepal. In 2021, Indian investments in Nepal totaled $545 million, focusing on sectors such as energy, telecommunications, infrastructure, and tourism. India hooks up Nepal with credit lines and financing for various development gigs like building hydroelectric plants, roads, and railroads. Both these spots are part of the South Asian Association for Regional Cooperation, SAARC, which aims to amp up trade and economic teamwork among the nations in the hood. Nepal rolls with the Nepalese rupee, with an exchange rate of about 120 Nepalese rupees for a US dollar. That's a solid sign that the dollar packs a bigger punch compared to Nepalese cash. Now let's peep into the cost of living in Nepal. If you're sticking to homemade eats only, you're looking at dropping at least $25 a month on grub. For a more chill budget, expect food costs to run around $100 monthly. But if you're living it up, going for top-notch goods and dining out often, you could be looking at shelling out roughly $150 a month. What can you do with $150 in your country? Can you live a luxurious life with that amount? Share your opinions in the comments. In Nepal, housing costs vary significantly. In the capital, Kathmandu, rent can be around $130 per month. However, in smaller cities, it's possible to find rent for as low as $50 monthly. This shows that the cost of living in Nepal is relatively low for foreigners earning in dollars. Accommodation options are also quite affordable, with hotel rates starting at around $15 a night. This makes Nepal a budget-friendly destination for tourists and expats. Nepal's got this rich, ancient history that spans thousands of years. Over all that time, various tribes and clans have called this region home. Around the 6th century BC, the Kharati dynasty stood out as one of the first to rule the territory. Come around the 3rd century BC, Buddhism started spreading in Nepal, brought in by traders and missionaries. But by the 4th century AD, Hinduism emerged as the main religion of the area. Nepal became this melting pot of culture and religion, with Hindu and Buddhist temples scattered all over the country. In the 18th century, the country faced a period of wars and political unrest. Around mid-century, King Prithvi Narayan Shah, hailing from the Kingdom of Gorkha, kicked off this military campaign to bring together the small kingdoms and principalities of the Kathmandu Valley. His endeavor paid off, leading to the establishment of the Shah dynasty, which ruled Nepal until the 21st century. In the 19th century, Nepal had these clashes with the British during the expansion of the British Empire in India. Signing the Sugauli Treaty in 1815 led Nepal to lose some of its territory and establish this kind of economic dependence on British India. After the treaty, Nepal went for this isolation policy, really cutting down on its outside contact. Come the 1950s and 1960s, the country started seeing these pro-democracy movements popping up and various political reforms. But in 1960, King Mahendra dissolved the parliament and took direct control of the government. In 1990, after intense popular protests and international pressure, Nepal managed to snag more political freedom. Still in the 90s, the country saw the rise of a Maoist insurgency, aiming to overthrow the monarchy and set up a communist state. The civil war in Nepal brought about a lot of violence and political instability. But in 2006, after years of negotiations, the government and the Maoist rebels struck a peace deal, leading to the abolition of the monarchy and the establishment of a federal republic. Since then, Nepal's been going through this political and institutional transition. In 2015, the country adopted a new constitution, setting up a multi-party federal system. Yet, Nepal keeps grappling with persistent challenges like poverty, corruption, and political instability while striving to solidify its democracy and push forward economic and social development. A few decades ago, polygamy was common in Nepal. However, in 1980, a law was passed restricting the practice, allowing it only in exceptional cases, like when a husband is physically or mentally incapable of supporting his family. With women's increased participation in education and the workforce, polygamy started to decline. Maintaining multiple spouses and children became financially unfeasible for most families. Despite these legal and social changes, polygamy still exists in some rural areas of Nepal, especially among traditional communities. Factors like poverty, lack of access to education, and deeply rooted customs contribute to the continuation of this practice. What do you think about this situation? Would you move to Nepal and have multiple wives? Share your thoughts below. Nepal is a country of rich cultural diversity, with a wide variety of ethnic groups that contribute to the distinct beauty of Nepalese women. Their skin tones range from golden to dark brown, and their hair can be straight, wavy, or curly. Their eyes, which can be brown, black, and even green, have vibrant colors that stand out. Nepalese women are often praised for their delicate features, high cheekbones, slender noses, and full lips. Their radiant smiles not only beautify their faces, but also reflect the famous warm hospitality of the Nepali people. They often dress in colorful and vibrant clothing, such as the sari and the serval kurta, which add even more to their charm. The sari, a traditional attire made of a long piece of cloth wrapped around the body, is adorned with patterns and embroideries representing the rich cultural heritage of the region. On the flip side, the serval kurta, consisting of a tunic and long pants, is more commonly worn in everyday life. Nepalese women are recognized for their dedication and strength in work. They play a vital role in agriculture, livestock rearing, and family care, often putting in long hours in tough conditions. Historically, these women have faced many challenges, including poverty, discrimination, and conflicts. Nevertheless, they show remarkable resilience and strength, always striving to improve their living conditions. In recent years, Nepalese women have been reaching higher positions in society, taking on leadership roles in various sectors and advocating for their rights. The women empowerment movement is gaining momentum in Nepal, aiming to ensure equal opportunities and promote the well-being of women. Women's lives in Nepal are deeply rooted in family and community. They place great importance on family unity, respect for elders, and preserving cultural traditions. These traditions are rich and diverse, with Nepalese women actively participating in cultural events, donning traditional attire, and dancing and singing folk songs. Religion and spirituality play a central role in these women's lives. Hinduism and Buddhism, the main religions of Nepal, see significant participation from women in rituals and meditation practices. Nepalese women are widely recognized for their welcoming nature, greeting visitors with hospitality, offering food, drinks, and a place to rest. Did you know that Nepal is home to the majestic Mount Everest? Nestled in the Himalayan range, Nepal boasts the highest point on Earth, with Everest towering at an impressive 29,029 feet. Exploring its challenging trails offers breathtaking views and an unforgettable adventure. Hiking and climbing are hugely popular activities, drawing enthusiasts from around the globe. Iconic trails like the Annapurna Circuit and the route to Everest Base Camp provide incredible mountain landscapes, charming villages, and unique opportunities for wildlife observation. In Nepal, Buddhism plays a central role in everyday life and culture. Its influence is visible in the country's art and architecture. Buddhist monks are deeply respected, and festivals like Losar and Buddha Jayanti are celebrated with great enthusiasm and devotion. A fascinating tidbit about Nepalese culture is Dashain, Nepal's biggest festival, stretching over 10 days to celebrate the triumph of good over evil. During this stretch, families come together for big feasts, exchange gifts, and worship the goddess Durga. Another biggie is Tihar, also known as the Festival of Lights, running for 5 days, symbolizing the victory of light over darkness. Homes get decked out in bright lights, folks swap gifts, and roll the dice. It's common to see the tika applied during this festivity, a red mark on the forehead made with sandalwood paste or saffron, believed to bring good luck. The traditional Nepali greeting is namaste, done by pressing your palms together in front of your chest and giving a slight nod. It's a respectful way to greet someone and express gratitude. Nepalese hospitality is top-notch, with locals always welcoming visitors with warm smiles and going out of their way to ensure a pleasant stay in the country.